Oh, so now we have the jars of sauce.
We got the sauce.
So
We got
these
the sauce, Daniel. Now
the
this is like
award-winning sauce, right?
This is the DNA, right? This is the sauce to end all sauces. So what you're getting here, 4 glass jars, which we love, so shelf stable, 24 ounces each, so a ton in each one of the authentic Italian sauce, Customer Choice Award winner for best sauce. It's M79531. I do have this on auto delivery, and they just came back into stock. So the auto delivery means every 90 days for a year, you're gonna find 1,000,001 ways to use this sauce. Honestly, I will eat it out of the jar with a spoon. It's $12.49. Oh no, what's our easy pay? $10 on our easy pay. There we go, my card was incorrect. All right, let's talk sauce. Are you ready? Yeah, let's go. Let's talk sauce.
All right. So what I love about the jars of sauce is that the QVC family, the customers out there, convinced us to put the sauce in the jars. Honestly, it was not even we weren't even thinking about it. And we started with the meatballs in the sauce when we launched on QVC. And over the years, we were getting comments, can we buy the sauce separately? So we created pouches of sauce, right? And they arrived frozen. They went into your freezer. And that was great, and it still is. We still offer it that way, as you know. But then we started getting the comments. Daniel, we love the sauce. Can you put it into a jar? I want to fill up my pantry with this. I don't want to have to go into my freezer and say, oh, I only have 4 of these left. So we started putting it in the jars, and it's only available here on QVC as well. We don't do jars of sauce for anyone else, and it is you get 4 24-ounce jars. Now, the reason we did 24 ounces is because 24 ounces completely covers an entire pound of pasta, which is great. They'll stay pantry safe for a little over a year, actually. You'll be shocked when you see the date. And the ingredients, pretty much what you see here, once again, tomatoes, olive oil, onion, garlic, bay leaf, fresh basil, little salt and pepper. And what we don't add, and I know this is the reason we keep winning all the awards, we don't add sugar. There is no sugar added to this. And when you get this home and you look at the ingredients, you're going to be shocked because that's all there is. And it's thick. And when you look at this jar,
I'm just going to say, can you hold that jar? Look how massive that jar is in your hands.
Oh,
like, that's a massive, huge jar of sauce, and you're getting 4 of them. That's a two-hander.
And yeah, it's a two-hander. And you know what? I save the jars. As you can see, I have some parsley in a jar with some water. The jars are reusable if you want.
That's a good idea.
And the color of the sauce, and I'm going to put some on some pasta. And this, I just heated up on the stove. This is how thick and rich this sauce is. This is not one of those watery sauces. This is not the sauce that when you taste it, you're saying, why did they load this up with all this seasoning and all these spices? My belief is, I'm going to start with a fresh, clean sauce, and I'm telling you, Julie, this is what you've had in Italy. This is the sauce you experienced. And then from there, you know what? If you want to add chili peppers to it, you can do it. If you want to make a puttanesca, with olives and capers, you can do it. Right? If you want to use it for your lasagna, you can do it because it's a clean, pure Italian sauce. Tomatoes is what's in here.
I think you said it right there. It's clean. It's authentic. Yes. It's that true taste of Italy. Now, what part of Italy was your family from?
So my grandmother and grandfather came from Bari, which is on the coast on the other side of Naples. And when they came here, that's the boat. How cool is this? That's the actual boat that they traveled. I mean, this, every time I see this, blows my mind. That is the actual boat they traveled over on from Naples. That is the log. If you see to the right, Nicola, that was my grandfather's name, Anna. And you know where it says wife on line 18? Not only was my grandmother my grandfather's wife, but she was the boss. So it probably should have said boss over there. But you're going back to 1921. So and this is the sauce. This is her sauce. And I know you've had our sauce.
Oh,
so
I could bathe in that sauce Let me tell you what, like I could take a Scrooge McDuck swan dive into that sauce. That's how much I love this sauce. Sometimes I make it a little spicy, but I mean, just on its own, I do love the idea of adding the Kalamata olives and capers and making a puttanesca.
Yeah.
That would be delicious, but it's good on everything. It's so clean. And, you know, sometimes simplicity is key. It's about using the right ingredients, of course, the right proportions. And it just makes all the difference in the world. Forget about the sugars, forget about the preservatives and all the junk that all these other companies fill with their sauces. Like, this is the real deal, as authentic as it could possibly get.
Yes.
I love that you brought it to us in jars, because now I'm thinking like cute little Italian gift baskets. Right? Like some really nice pasta, nice cheese, some Mama Mancini sauce. You put it in a basket, like a little welcome basket. I don't know. It sounds good to me. I would be happy to receive that. Maybe some biscotti.
Absolutely. But I give friends and neighbors jars of sauce, and they always call me up afterwards and say, Daniel, I have never had a sauce like this. I try to make it at home, and they always ask me, you know who Jimmy the baker is the guy who always says to me, what's the secret behind the sauce? I can't get the sauce to be right. And I say, Jimmy, you're the baker. Let me make the sauce. It's really simple. It's tomatoes, olive oil, onion, garlic, bay leaf, a little basil. Again, no sugar. And we use quality ingredients. And, you know, like with anything you make, if you start with quality ingredients, you end up with quality food. And that's what this is all about. And each jar, again, will sauce a pound of pasta. So you're looking at those 4 jars will easily make for you 24 dinners. So,
wow.
You know, and again, and on the Easy Pay today is incredible for this. So
it's ridiculous, and you lock in that Easy Pay with that auto delivery as well. So now that we're talking about it, I'm just going to say it. It's $10 on Easy Pay, and when I say that,
it's crazy.
Also know what you're getting home is 6 pounds of sauce.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We're not messing around here. You are going to be stocked up, but you're going to find yourself using it all of the time. It's so good. It's so delicious. You know, I put it on. I get cauliflower gnocchi from a specialty store. Oh,
delicious.
Sometimes.
Yes.
And but it doesn't have any sauce or anything, so I always reach for Mama Mancini sauce to put on my cauliflower gnocchi, and like a little bit of cheese on top.
Yeah, you could use it on if you're shredding noodles, like if you have one of those spiralizers.
Yeah, zucchini
Put it
noodles.
on there because it's pure, right? You're not having this. It's just clean ingredients. Use it in your lasagnas. If you're making eggplant parm, if you have chicken, one of my favorite chicken parmesan to make, I use grilled chicken breast. Whether you buy it in the supermarket or you buy it here in QVC, I start with a grilled chicken breast, so it's a lot lighter.
Right.
And I put it in the oven with some sauce on it, some cheese on it. I just scoop it out, and you have this delicious, better-for-you chicken parm in minutes with this quality sauce. I
love eggplant parmesan, like obsessively love it. But I don't always want to like have all the breading and the oil and this and that. So I'll do like a sort of like scaled down version where I bake it, and I just do a little bit of panko that's going to be drizzled on, just sort of like scattered on top, so I get a little bit of crunch, and then I do the layers of your sauce, and I go between like Parmesan, then some more sauce, and then I do really thin layers of like a buffalo mozzarella on top, and then I bake that.
Oh, nice. I'm coming to your house.
Okay. I would be so nervous to cook for you, Daniel. I would be sweating bullets to cook for you, especially anything Italian.
No, what you just mentioned was brilliant. You know, an easy way to do that. And when you have the shortcuts, like a jar of sauce of this quality, it comes together in minutes, right? So you're not dealing with, making a homemade sauce, which is as easy as it always sounds. It's never easy, right? By the time you get all the ingredients together, like all these ingredients to make some sauce, onions, garlic, tomatoes, basil, it's a lot. So here it is. And 4 of them shelf stable. I always say, being that they're shelf stable for a year, a little over a year. But let's be honest, we all use a jar of sauce a week. I know I do. Sometimes I'll go use 2 of them. So, load up on this. Just keep it coming and always have it in your pantry. And like you said, you have friends come over, a family comes over, send them home with a jar of sauce.
Right.
They're going to love it. They're going to love it. And on the label, it's tiny to see, but that's that picture of my grandmother that you always put up. That's my grandmother holding me at the top.
Nice. Oh, I can't see
she
from
won
here.
the awards.
Oh,
Yeah, I
wait,
always
my
say my grandmother
director,
won all the awards.
my director said when you were showing the, when they came into the country and where they signed their names
Yeah.
and it said wife. Wait, what did you say? You said it should have said boss. My director said boss of the sauce. And I was like,
Boss of the
yes,
sauce.
she is the boss of the sauce,
Yes.
award-winning sauce. And you know, I
Yeah.
was just thinking, I've never tried to make pasta sauce. I've never tried to make Italian sauce at all. It's just, I've never, ugh, makes me nervous. I'm not Italian, but I lean on people like you who give us the authentic taste of it. But if I am taking the time to cook for me, cook for my loved ones, cook for my family, whether it is my eggplant bake or a chicken parm or some pasta, you know, you take your time to use the best ingredients you can find. You put your love and heart and soul into it. And if you don't have the time or the wherewithal to make the sauce from scratch, this is basically the same thing. This is it. You're just not doing it. It's all the finest ingredients that you would use if you were making it with love for your own family, for your own household. Just let Daniel and his team do it instead, using that award-winning recipe. So then everything that you're serving is served with love. And it's also delicious. At the heart of it all, it's delicious. This is the DNA of Mama Mancini's, right?
Yeah, it's homemade. And again, you know, you're going to be able to make, like we said, 24 different dinners with this. And look, let's be honest. We're all running around. We're all busy. Wouldn't it be nice to come home from wherever you're doing that day, instead of grabbing a pizza or some fast food that ends up costing you more than, quite honestly, what all this sauce is, and boil up some pasta, open a jar of sauce, and have grandma quality food on the table in minutes. And something you'd be happy to have your family eat.
Look at that.
It's that authentic. And I
It's
always
so
say,
rich looking.
if I wouldn't put it on my family's table, we're not going to ask you to do it. And again, we don't have the sauce all the time because you can only jar it certain times a year, right? So we have stockpiled it for QVC, and it's only available on QVC.
Smart. Well, you're getting
And
4
it's-
jars, 24 ounces each.
Yes,
which
a
means
lot of
6
sauce.
pounds of sauce. The sauce.
A lot of sauce.
The Customer Choice Award-winning sauce for $49.98. $10 on your Easy Pay. That's what you lock in, that Easy Pay, when you lock in your auto delivery every 90 days for a year. It is M79531. Oh, that looks good.